Hello guys, how are you? I just want to say thanks to you guys for always supporting me, watching me and following me, this is really I appreciate for that. And I want to just explain for you before you watching my fight, I want to explain for you what happened on this camp. So a lot of things happen in this camp, and so first thing, I torn my hamstring. I'm gonna share this video first. I torn my hamstring on the camp, and then after a few days I lost my coach, and then I lost a lot of friends, I lost a lot of my people in Iran. So all of these things hurt me a lot, and I was giving up, and the only thing pushed me forward, it was my coach message, which is when I torn my hamstring, every day we was talking together for 2-3 times per day. So he was give me some exercise, he give me some medicine what I have to take, and he was supporting me all the time, and he was saying non-stop, you work hard for that, you was on the camp for 3 months, and it's you have to win this fight gonna push you to get your title fight, and you cannot give up, you cannot stop. And because of him I pushed myself and I passed this exam, and then you see I give this fight to my coach and to my people in Iran. So now I'm gonna put the video, you're gonna see how I got injury, and then I'm gonna put my coach photos, and after that you're gonna watch the fight. Let's go.
In the PFL, maybe we'll see him and Patrick Cabarrora sharing the cage someday. Heavyweight action here. Carl Williams in the red trunks, Pooya Rahmani in the green.
So how much do you think Pooya wants to play on the feet here? Because he's got boxing experience, he's got a big knockout in his last fight. But of course, he feels like if he puts this fight on the floor, it's pretty much game over for him.
It's always interesting when people are still coming up in terms of their pro MMA experience, whether they want to put that work in live competition, or they want to trust the development that happens in the gym.
Accurate jab straight away from Rahmani, who's now just starting to slowly edge forward towards that line and push Carl Williams up against the fence. This is the ideal place to set up a takedown, especially if he can pump that right hand. There it is. Oh man, speed.
Williams was able to counter and land on the beard of Pooya Rahmani, but big power.
Yeah, look at the speed of Carl Williams. You could tell he was a track athlete. The speed at which he can move forward when he chooses to is pretty impressive as a heavyweight. But then, of course, Rahmani is incredibly fast for this weight as well. And his jab's really accurate. No big build-up to it. He's not trying to force it.
Williams has to be cognizant of where his back is in relation to the cage. Good counter as Rahmani came crashing forward.
Williams looking a little tentative here. I think he's kind of trying to figure out when his opponent's going to level change. Obviously, reputation's preceded him. Now they're swinging. Oh, big shots from both of these guys.
And there's the level change. Snatch single leg here from Pooya Rahmani. Head inside. He'll run the pipe, try to get Williams to the ground. Wow, changes direction with the flare.
What a lovely drive through, change of direction there. Circle, circle, and then drive with the side of his head across Carl Williams' midsection. And here he is sitting in a very wide half guard position. Probably doesn't mind too much if his opponent scrambles because he's got several different routes to a better position from here. Oh, set up an arm triangle, beautiful work. He might even step to the back here. Carl Williams doing a good job of defending that near side hook though.
Got to be careful not to get his arm trapped underneath the leg of Pooya Rahmani as he gives up his back.
Yeah, you can see the weight of Rahmani here.
Watch the back of that head. Time, time, time. When you're hitting the back of the head, up you get. See, get up you get.
Referee did not like the strikes to the back of the head there.
Stay there, stay there, stay there. No coaching, no coaching. Pooya, Pooya, over here for me, please. How you feeling? Good to stand up? No coaching. No coaching, please, coach. Over here for me, Carl.
No doubt about it, directly on the back of the head.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because Pooya is going to lose this position now.
I warned you guys about the back of the head, man. So you need to watch that shot. We're clear? So I'm taking that position away from you. Happens again, I'm taking the point.
Good communication from the referee to the fighter. Explained exactly. And for the fans listening at home, the warnings happen first before the fight starts. Referees go and they talk to the fighters backstage in the locker room. Tell them what they're looking for.
Yeah. Look, people have to understand how serious strikes to the back of the head are. I took an elbow to the back of the head once and I lost the feeling inside of my face for about 3 months. I mean, it's really, really dangerous. There's a lot of nerves that run through there. Obviously, the top of your spine cord. And
we're good. Watch that back of the head.
The vision center of the brain is actually in the back of your head. It is incredibly dangerous. It's why strikes to the back of the head are illegal in mixed martial arts. So Rahmani loses the position, and we're back to striking.
I wonder if Rahmani was surprised about the balance of Carl Williams on that initial single leg attempt before he had to switch it to the drive double.
The beauty for him is he has that as an option.
There he is again. See if Carl Williams can defend with the fence against his back.
And this is where that work that Carl Williams puts in at Extreme Couture, there's a lot of high-level heavyweights at that gym. Rahmani trying to dump him over to the front, and now he'll change directions again. What a lift from Pooya Rahmani.
Carl Williams is a big boy to be moving around, though. Can't keep doing that over 15 minutes. It will get exhausting. Williams looks like he's trying to break this grip here. We can't quite see from the position, but I would imagine that Pooya Rahmani's got his hands together and Carl Williams is putting pressure on that grip to try and separate. Yeah, here he is. Look, he's on the top hand. If he can separate this grip, he might be able to turn into Rahmani.
Do something with his position.
Pooya content to knee to the hamstrings for now. Just missed the big elbow on the separation.
The other thing as well to consider, Sean, given the fact that Rahmani's, effectively a hometown fighter, anytime you hear the referee say use that position, there's not as much pressure on Carl Williams to just stall and hold, especially if he's the one in the defensive position. He can keep control of that wrist and force Rahmani to make the move.
Right hand blocked partially by Williams as we close round number one. Second round here, first bout of our main card. Pooya Rahmani, the local in the green trunks, Carl Williams, fighting under the flag of the U.S. Virgin Islands, where he hails from St. Thomas. He's in the red.
The bleed hand work with Carl Williams. Looks like he's trying to pull that right hand away from. Oh, level changes of his own. Look at the sprawl by Rahmani, though, my goodness.
I mean, that's got to be somewhat surprising for Pooya Rahmani that Carl Williams is trying to take him down. That's just autopilot reaction for the longtime wrestler, grappler. And Carl Williams.
Pick your shots.
Yeah, now he's belly down though. Cole's got to start building up.
Hammer fists on the ear. These are nasty.
He rushes to the fence. He tries to
Work
climb
hard
up
it,
the
Cole.
fence.
Work hard it. You're turning your head.
Good work to get back to his feet under pressure. He lands a solid elbow to the side of Rahmani's head. He's going to try and dig an underhook in, but there's no space between Rahmani's shoulder and the hip of Williams.
I'm curious to see what Rahmani tries to do with this grip here. He's got options. He's going with the single leg here.
Nice work pulling to a body lock. Inside reap perhaps. Or a clock turn off the fence and a reap. Very nice work.
But Carl Williams almost pulled the little elevator. Unfortunately, the weight and pressure on, look at the tight waist from Pooya Rahmani.
Watch the back of the head for me. Pick your shots. Take shots.
Doing such a great job of keeping Carl Williams completely flattened out. Why does that matter? Because it's going to require a massive effort for Carl Williams just to build a base before he can even start to think about getting back to his feet. That's going to sap the gas tank.
It's a tremendous amount of weight just with the human being on top of you, but then when they know how to apply that pressure, how to use that leverage, look at that half Nelson that he's using, the forearm on the back of the head. Oh,
clever move by Williams to go out the back door. He felt Rahmani too heavy on that pressure, that power Nelson that you just referenced, Dan. Almost halfway through this fight, you might see Rahmani getting a little fatigued here.
Look at that build-up though by Rahmani. Look how strong his back is to be able to build himself up there. And a lift and a takedown. Solid work.
He immediately stuffs the leg. Almost got his shin onto the forearm of Carl Williams as well to try to open up that guard so he can create a little ground and pound. This is where the veteran savvy of Carl Williams can be frustrating. All the way into side control now.
Oh, he's stuck here.
Crucifix position with that aforementioned shin on the arm of Carl Williams. And these are just undefensible shots. Carl Williams is going to try and roll out. If Rahmani can just add a little more power to these shots, he can get a finish
Close
here.
out the cage. Close out the cage. Keep him flat.
If Carl Williams can use the fence and walk up and over, he might be able to reverse the position.
Good adjustment by Rahmani, but Carl Williams.
Arm triangle attempt here from Rahmani. Look how he's pinned the other arm with his shin. And we've got some deep breaths here from Carl.
Rahmani with a second-round submission to remain undefeated.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like. Find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing. Won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
His fourth pro submission victory. At the same time, now he makes it a finish.
And now, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, brother. To be honest, you know, always winning, feeling good. But this time, I don't feel good because 1 month ago, I torn my hamstring, and then I almost give up. After 3 days, I lost my coach, and then I lost a lot of friends. They was fighting for their right in my country, and I want to give this fight to people of Iran. They are deserved. They are the real champion. And today I was here just because of them. As I said always, doesn't matter record. I'm from since 8 years old. I'm in this game, and I beat a lot of big champions in different sports. So this is new sport for me. But already you can see, I beat everyone they give me. I never say no. Even with injury, I come and I beat the guy, you know.
So guys, I hope you liked the video, and I just want to tell you about my opponent. My opponent was ex-UFC fighter, and he won 3 fights out of 4 fights in UFC, and he was ranked 12 in UFC. He was a good fighter, so for me it doesn't matter if you are a UFC fighter or you are something else, you know. The only thing for me is matter when the cage got closed, I gonna smash your face. Yeah, thank you guys.